If you stopped being the easy one at work, what do you think would actually happen? Most people immediately imagine conflict, tension, someone being upset, a negative reaction, but that's actually not what happens. What actually changes is much quieter than that and much more powerful. When someone comes into coaching after years of being the adaptable one, the low maintenance one, the calm one, they don't usually want to become confrontational. They just don't want to feel drained anymore. And the first shift isn't loud, it's internal. They stop automatically volunteering. They stop feeling every silence. They stop solving problems that weren't handed to them. That alone is going to change your energy. When you stop being easy, people start experiencing you differently. Not negatively, just differently. They notice your limits. They'll notice when you don't jump in immediately. They notice when you answer briefly instead of explaining yourself. And that small recalibration teaches people how to relate to you. One of the biggest surprises clients share is this: very few people push back the way that they imagined. The fear of becoming difficult is usually louder than what the reality is. What actually happens is that expectations reset. You also start to notice something else. Your mind gets quieter. You're not constantly scanning for reactions. You're not preemptively adjusting your tone. You're not absorbing urgency that doesn't belong to you. That's more space in your head. And with that space comes clarity. You start seeing your role more objectively. You notice what's truly yours to handle and what never was. You begin making decisions based on alignment instead of approval. Another shift that happens is subtle, but it's super important. Your confidence starts feeling more steady, not louder, not aggressive, just steady. Because you're no longer negotiating your own boundaries in every interaction at work. People often assume that being easy keeps them respected, but respect usually grows when clarity does. When you're clear about your time, your capacity, your communication style, people adapt. And most workplaces don't collapse because one person stops over functioning. What really changes is how you feel at the end of the day. You're tired from work, not from emotional overdrive. You're thinking about your task, not replaying conversations you had. You're evaluating your performance, not your likability. And if someone does react in a negative way, that information matters. It tells you something about the environment. It tells you whether your workplace values clarity or just comfort. This is where career decisions start coming from a different place. Not panic, not resentment, not quiet exhaustion, but being aware. When clients reach to this point, they don't usually say, I'm finally standing up for myself. They say, I feel lighter. That lightness isn't because their job changed overnight, it's because they stopped carrying what was never theirs. If you've been the easy one for a long time, the idea of shifting can feel uncomfortable. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It usually means it's just unfamiliar. Growth often feels unfamiliar before it feels empowering. This is the work that coaching supports. Not turning you into someone else, not making you harder, but helping you recalibrate how much of yourself you give away automatically. You don't lose yourself when you stop being this way. You actually meet yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe if you found value in this, and I'll see you in the next video.